You got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, and when to walk away. There's a virtue called wisdom, and its application on the practice of law is very, very important, especially in the realms in which I practice, where there's a ton of risk associated with outcomes that are uncertain. So generally speaking, my philosophy is to, if you're familiar with poker, the tactic of the game is to misdirect your opponents by either making them think that your hand is really strong or trying to make them believe that your hand is weaker than it is, as a way to gain strength in positions throughout the play of the game. And when it comes to litigation, these tactics are the same types of tactics are often used by litigators on either side of a case. My general philosophy is transparency, because I try to only take cases that I genuinely believe in for whatever reason. And there's a lot of different hooks that, to me, animate my belief in a case's worth. But my transparent nature often leads to allowing the chips to fall, and my willingness to allow the chips to fall where they may, i.e. having to go all in, because if I'm not getting exactly what it is that I'm asking for from the other side, my opponent on a case, I'm not asking for anything that I don't think I'm going to be able to win on in front of a neutral fact finder, whether it's a jury or a judge or whoever. And because that's how I operate, the gamification of the practice of law isn't something that I have to worry about as much, and I'm willing to let the chips fall where they may. So that saying, I see how it comes into play for so many other different reasons, and it could come into play with cases I'm dealing with for various reasons, whatever, like knowing how to be strategic like you would be in a game of poker. There are most times, fortunately, I'm just willing to shove all in and say, let's see what the ultimate outcome is going to be, because I'm confident in the facts of my case and willing to risk it all. The gamification of the legal system is also a very dangerous thing that a lot of lawyers like to play around the edges of, and it causes tremendous problems. So it's an interesting application of the crossover between poker and the practice of law that I think any lawyer would tell you they can see the clear similarities between the two.